Hi, this is Jeannie. Welcome to Cakes and Aprons. Today we are making strawberry shortcake ice cream bars. The cake bars that taste like the good old-fashioned strawberry shortcake ice cream bars that are sold from the ice cream truck, my personal favorite. And today's apron is a nod to the sweetheart aprons of the 1930s and 40s and 1950s. This apron and others like it are available for you to purchase from Etsy, and I'm going to link the place where I got this below. So the ice cream truck is one of my favorite sounds in summer. And I personally know that children in the 1970s and 1980s ran towards the truck as soon as the music was heard. The main difference between those days and now is that the treats sold back then, like Fat Frogs and Mickey Mouse shaped ice cream bars, have been replaced by today's popular cartoon characters. Before the trucks, carts of ice cream were peddled that were cooled with blocks of ice in the 19th century and early 20th century. Back then, milk was not pasteurized in the U.S. until the 1890s, which meant any dairy product was potentially laced with bacteria that caused scarlet fever, diphtheria, and bovine tuberculosis. Ice cream poisonings were a common event and were regularly reported in the news. So, by the early 1900s, when ice cream hygiene improved dramatically, and fairgoers were no longer afraid to order this cold treat, there was a boom in ice cream, and in 1904, the World Fair in St. Louis offered the ice cream cone, its premiere. This thin, crispy waffle had long been a favorite dessert, and rolling the waffle into a cone wasn't a new idea. The novel idea was to scoop ice cream into the cone, and several men who sold concessions at the fair fought for recognition as to who was the true creator. Oh, and here's a fun fact. The ice cream salons of the 1900s catered to unchaperoned women who were not allowed in other restaurants and cafes. The growing demand for ladies' lunch spots inspired the creation of the ice cream salon. Ice cream salons were the only eateries that welcomed women back when American restaurants prohibited dining without a man present. After the Second World War, ice cream production boomed, and so did the competition. Trucks began to deliver ice cream. Good humor trucks made their rounds in neighborhoods, and so did Mr. Softy.
Here comes Mr. Softy, the soft ice cream man. The creamiest soft ice cream you get from Softy.
My milkshakes and my sundaes and my cones are such a treat. Listen for my store on wheels, jingling down the street.
The creamiest soft ice cream you get from Mr. Softy. For refreshing delight supreme, look for Mr. Softy.
And children today still love to hear the jingle of the ice cream truck. So before we start, I have a surprise for you. Come here, look and see who is in my freezer.
Hi, I'm Strawberry Shortcake. I'm so glad you found me here. And I betcha I'm better than any kind of strawberry shortcake cake that you can make.
Isn't that so cool? You know, at the end, I think we'll try out the ice cream bar and the ice cream cake, and we'll see which one is better. All right, let's begin. You will need about 30 Oreo golden sandwich cookies, 1/4 teaspoon of salt, 3 tablespoons of butter, 5½ cups of vanilla ice cream, 4 cups of strawberry ice cream, and 1½ cups of freeze-dried strawberries. Next, take about 20 of your cookies and either pulse them into Cuisinart, or what I did, you can see, is I put them in a bag and used a rolling pin to crush them. You want them as fine as sand, and then you pour them or mix them with your melted butter and press into the bottom of your pan. Then you just press these into the bottom of the pan and freeze for about 15 minutes. Next, in a large bowl, mix 4 cups of vanilla ice cream until smooth and spread on the frozen crust. And instead of mixing the strawberries and strawberry ice cream in a bowl, what I did is I took the strawberry ice cream in a box and I just let it thaw out while I was doing some other things, and I just spread it right from the box and put it right on my vanilla ice cream. Finally, I pushed in my freeze-dried strawberries, and then I made my topping of the crumbs and the freeze-dried strawberries together for the very top, the crumble top. I really think this is going to look great at this point. And I put it back into the freezer and freeze it for about 4 hours. Of course, you could probably freeze it up to about a week. Just seal it. Then when it is done, you take it out of the freezer, you lift it out of the pan using the parchment paper, and then it is ready to cut into squares. Let's try the cake. We are hoping that this is just like those ones in the freezer, or maybe even better. This is definitely more strawberry. I kind of think it's better. I really do. Mm-mm.
Oh no!
This is not as good as the cake, I don't think. The cake is so much more flavorful. All right, you all, thank you so much for joining me for Cakes and Aprons. See you next time.